All right, girls, quiet. All right, want to thank everybody for coming out to support the girls basketball program and your daughters as well. We're going to get started with the dinner in a second here. I had to wait till 6:30, that's why I waited a little bit, holding off. I know you guys are all starving on this beautiful sunny day that we had. I want to start off by thanking the coaching staff. First, the JV coach, Coach Jess, for her first year with us. So, good job. Our JV coach, Rick. And my assistant, who's homesick. So, Coach Nate. He's sorry, that's how it works out sometimes. Also, I want to thank our AD Steve, giving us a lot of support for the girls this year. The school staff that helps me get all the stuff organized and things set up. Also want to thank our new athletic trainer, Jason, who duct taped all of our girls together. He couldn't make it, he's got to work, but kept all of our girls going for us. He's a real asset for us this year. Also want to thank Steve Tamu for all the work he put in on the videos and stuff for us. As we get going, we'll have several videos that he put together so you guys will be able to see them. He worked real hard. We have a memories video. We have another thing for the seniors, and then we'll get going from there. Once we get started, we'll start with the freshman girls, then we'll move on to JV, and then eventually on to varsity. No, not to eat. Girls are already worried about their food. No, that's how the program will go. We'll hand out our individual awards and stuff like that. Like I said, I hope everyone enjoys the night, and thanks for coming out. And we're going to have Faith's dad, Wesley, come up and give us our prayer before we head up. Once we get up, it'll be girls varsity, girls JV, girls freshman, and then we'll go through the tables. Okay? Thank you.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you right now, thanking you for the opportunity to gather here today as we celebrate the 2024-25 basketball season. God, we are asking that you would bless all of the outgoing seniors. God, give them your wisdom, your guidance, and your direction as they take their next steps in their life. And not only that, God, we also pray that you would bless the remaining players, God. Help them to have a great season next year. And finally, God, we pray for the food. God, we thank you for it. Bless the hands that prepared it on our behalf. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
All right, everyone, we're going to get started as you're finishing up eating, because otherwise we'll be here all night, and I'm sure you guys want to get out of here. We're going to get started with the freshmen, so Coach Jessica is going to come up and go through the freshman team. So, Coach Jess.
Okay, so this is my first time doing one of these, so I'm really nervous. But this is my first year coaching. It's been a dream to coach at my former high school. It was a privilege to coach such a great group of girls. You guys are like my favorite. It's gonna be hard to compete with you guys because you guys are amazing. We had 6 wins this year, which freshman hasn't had 6 wins in a while, so I'm very proud of you girls. I hope you girls had fun this season, and I look forward to seeing you girls improve and grow through the program. Coach John, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to coach at Stevenson. I look up to you because the way you care about every single player and the hard work and time you put into this program is truly inspirational. I would have loved to play for a coach like you. Coach Rick now, aka my dad. My dad has coached me all my life, so to be able to coach alongside you has been a dream. There's nothing better than being able to coach and see your best friend every single day. It's been so much fun to learning from you and asking you for advice. The best part of coaching is the car rides are a lot different now because there's a lot less yelling. I look forward to coaching with you for many more years. Now the players. Oh yeah, players come up here. Okay, when I say your name, you're gonna like step up, okay? Okay, starting with Avery. Avery literally did everything for us. She never came off the floor. She's amazing, and I look forward to seeing you grow through the program because you're gonna do amazing things here. Now Jessica. Okay, Jessica is one of the nicest girls I've ever met. You always did everything with a smile on your face. You always did everything I asked you. Whether it was practice or games, you always gave me 100%, and I really appreciate that, and that's a coach's dream, so thank you. Emily. All right. Emily had a slow start to the season, but the way that you improved and the growth you showed was night and day. You are a huge part of our success, and I look forward to seeing you grow through the program. Carolina. I said it right. Good. She was always so positive and was always ready to go into the game whenever I called on her. I will miss our daily girl chat. All right, Vanessa. She is a very good team player. I will always remember your great game against Chippewa where you had 2 baskets in a row to make us only down by 2. So I'll always remember that. Lastly, Madison. She always worked hard, whether it was practice or in games. She always asked me what she could do better. Coaches love girls like that. And she had actually one of the best shots on our team. I just hope next year you use it a little more, please. Lastly, Taylor. She's not up here, but she played with me, and I just want to thank her for playing with me. She was a big help and a big reason why we won games. All right, now we're going to do some awards. Right here. All right, starting with Most Improved Award goes to Jessica. Between tryouts and what you are right now, the growth was amazing. Your shot's better, your defense is better, everything. Your game has improved tremendously, so you should be really proud of yourself. All right, now for Tight End Award, it goes to Carolina. Like I said, she was always positive. She is a great teammate. She always did everything with a smile on her face, and coaches love girls like that, so thank you. Okay, now for Impact Player, goes to Emily. Now, when Emily had a good game, that means we were having a good game, and that usually meant we won. Your defense, especially when we were pressing other teams, was a huge part of our success, and when you played really great, we played really great, so I appreciate that. Now, for MVP, goes to Avery. She was our leading scorer in probably every single game. I asked a lot of her. She did everything I asked her. She rarely came off the floor. I sometimes had to beg her to come off the floor. She played amazing. She did everything for us, and I cannot wait to see what you do because you're going to do some great things here.
Congrats, freshmen. All right, we're going to move on to the JV team. As you guys know, we're going to go pretty quick here because we have the varsity to go, then we have the seniors to give their senior speeches, so it takes a little while. And we have several more videos that will be coming up, so we're just moving along. So Coach Rick with the JV now. Come on, JV.
Okay, Coach John's looking forward to this, so, most time it's Rick's roast. What I do is I'll say something nice and then I'll say something where it reminds me of them, or, it may sound mean, but it's not mean, okay? So I'll start with, we started off slow. We should have won 4 out of the 5, but we only won 1. But we finished hot, and we won 5 of the last 6. And we had how many wins? How many wins did they have? 6. I think I get a dinner, I think, back there. But the girls gave me something really special this year. We always get beat by Chippewa Valley, 30 points, 40 points. This year, we ended up beating them, and we won by, 1 or 2 or something like that. So what a big improvement. Big improvement. So thank you for that big win. I'll never forget. Okay, coaches. I'm going to talk about Coach Nate first, okay? I know you guys know Coach Nate. I love sitting next to Coach Nate. I had my upbringing, I never heard a swear word or anything like that, but Coach Nate taught me a lot. I would go home and look it up in the dictionary, what he was saying. So I got a new job for Coach Nate. I'm pretty sure some of the parents would understand. I would like to take Coach Nate to like my job and him tell my boss how I really feel. So, but it was really nice to sit next to Coach Nate. Coach Jessica. Like you said, you won 6 games this year. I've been here 8 years and they never won 6 games. So great job. And you're only going to get better. But I am jealous about you. Every time you walked in, the girls would say, "Oh, your hair is so beautiful." My girls never said anything about my hair. Your outfit, always talking about her outfit. I wore my best t-shirt, they wouldn't say nothing to me. Just wait, I'm gonna get to that. But you're doing a great job, Jessica. Can't wait to see what happens next year, okay? Coach John, thank you for letting me coach these girls. Sit next to you during games and things like that. You're the most hardest worker we ever had. You're always prepared. And you're quiet on the sidelines. Never swearing, never yelling, nice and calm. So thank you so much. Yep, thank you so much, Coach John. All right, my girls want to come up? All right, Edelyn. She was our 3rd leading scorer on the team. One game she had 15 points, but we didn't know this until during the season, but she had she's allergic to playing defense. So, and she is a team captain, so thank you. Emily. Emily, you improved so much on your rebounding, and defense. But Emily was always not in the room when she was supposed to. You were always in the locker room for some reason. You spent a lot of time in the locker room.
When?
All the time. You're always one of the last ones. But honestly, you did a great job, and thank you so much, okay? Gabby. Gabby is one of the best defenders on the team. A little too aggressive sometimes.
No
Just
such
go
thing.
right through the girl. You know.
No such thing.
But I love your hard work, and I love that you're working on your offense more and more, and I can't wait to see what you do in the next couple of years, okay? Thank you. Samantha. Your hand. Perfect girl to coach. Never gave me an attitude or anything. But I'll always remember the one game, put you in, asked you to shoot the ball, and you're like, my hand's gone. So I'll always remember that. But good job, okay? Keep up the hard work. Jocelyn. I have a lot to say about you. She's one of the captains on the team. Perfect captain. Lead by example. But something happened this year with her, Jocelyn. She always plays really, really hard. You got to kind of tell her not to play so hard. And this year she's like, if the girl hits me, I'm going to hit her right back. Whatever she does to me, I'm going to do right back. So we got to fix that, okay? Good job. Morgan. My favorite. She was one of the leading scorers on the team. With JV, you don't have good stats, but the stats I do have, she was real close. I don't know if it was Morgan or if it was Alana that scored the most points. But I love your shot. I know you don't like me. That was always our joke. But she's like, Coach John's going to like this, but she's like a little sister to me. The sister that I never wanted. So, but you did a good job. Thank you. Paulina. She's another perfect girl. She's so perfect that I didn't even know she was on the team when I was writing my notes down. So that's how quiet she is. But you're working hard, and I can't wait to see you next year. Okay? Good job. Ella. Ella, very good shooter. Won our three-point contest this year. Getting better on defense. And just keep up the hard work. Thank you. Faith. Faith was one of our captains too. Led by example. Wasn't mean or anything like that. Just led by example. That's the type of captains I like. Had a lot of big rebounds. Played very good defense. But she's a special person. She doesn't complain. And she did a favor for us. She played with my team. She could have sat on the end of the bench. But that's what a team player is. And thank you. Christina. She works so hard on the court, trying her best, but we didn't know this, but she really can't see. She thought I was 18, and with this forehead, I'm not 18. Okay, good job. Alana. She was one of our leading scorers, but I think she was leading scorer because I think she shot like 50 times a game, you know. And I did some stats. If she would have made half of her layups, we would have won every game. So thank you very much. Larissa. Another perfect girl. She's a very good shooter, always working hard. She started something new with our team. We said a prayer before every game. Thank you for doing that for us. But Larissa, I didn't know this, but she made every shot when I wasn't looking. Yeah, but every time I looked, she missed. So, good job. Okay, now for the awards. So, my most improved is someone that, like I said, she plays very good defense, getting better every day, and she won our three-point contest, like I said, Ella. Titan Award. So one of my favorite players ever, Faith. And then my most impact player, very good shooter. She doesn't know that she could be really, really good. Probably one of the best shooters in the program, and I think she could break some records, and that's Morgan. And my MVP, Alana. Alana was one of the leading scorers, and she played incredible defense. And just if you would have made a few layups. Good job. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one. She was sneaky over there. Taylor. Come on up, Taylor. You okay? She was another girl that she was on my team, and we needed some help on freshmen, and she went down, and she was a big help to the freshman team. So thank you very much. Okay.
Good job, JV team. Before we get started with the varsity, we're going to have a memories video from the varsity season that goes now.
Time stood still, just like a photograph. You made me feel like this will last forever. Looking in your eyes, I see my whole life. Oh, they say you know it, well you know it, I don't know. Oh, Promise that you hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I've wasted. You were right there all along. You and I start dancing, intertwining songs. We were never strangers. You were right there all along. I lose my mind when I'm around you. How I come alive when I'm without you. I can't help but feel so low. I wanna give you all I've got. Oh, they say you know it, but you know it, I don't know. Oh, promise that you'll hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I've wasted. You were right there all along.
Thanks again to Steve for doing our videos for us like that. Okay, varsity, come on up. Agree to disagree. It's good, we're moving this along pretty quickly here, so this is good. Get you guys out early enough. Yes, I love seeing you guys. Like I would say every day, they ask me the same question. Don't you love seeing us? All right, as we get started with the varsity, it was really fun. It was exciting. We had a lot of good times, a lot of good memories. I think I only yelled once or twice, so I brought in donuts to calm them down on a Sunday practice. So I bought a lot of donuts this year and a lot of stuff for them, but it was good. It was fun. I enjoy the girls. They keep me on my toes, keep me young feeling. So as I go through them, I'm going to start with the youngest and go to the oldest as in grades, not as in age, because I don't obviously know them. So the first, I'll start with the freshman, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's the only freshman on varsity, first year varsity. She has some real skills that I see in her moving forward. I tell her all the time she has a great spin move. I just have to yell at her on the court, spin, spin, to use it. So she has a great spin move. She has a good eye for the court. A lot of things that you want to see as a coach. You want to see someone that can, control the ball, move well. As she continues to work hard, she's going to really help us out in the future. So, congrats. Thanks, Stevie. As we get done, I'll give you guys all your stuff afterwards, because otherwise I'm going to keep handing it out. All right, next one is sophomore Maylee. Maylee's a first-year varsity girl. Love her speed and her work ethic on defense. Every minute that she got, she earned. I didn't just give it to her. I asked her, I would say more than not, she played out of position just because I needed her for a defensive position. she would say, I don't know the 5 spot. I'll say, I don't care. I just need you to defend that girl. We'll work on who gets open. I think once we get her shot, start dropping, watch out. She's going to be hard to stop. Thank you, Mary. All right, sophomore Sienna. Another first-year varsity girl, another high motor. Sometimes I think her feet runs faster than her brain can keep up with. She's all over the court. She's really quick for me. She gets out on the break, hustles back on defense. She continued to work on her skills, would ask after games, what can I improve on? I think as her offensive game gets better and she keeps working on it, she's going to be a definite tough inside presence for us. So thank you, Sienna. Brooklyn, another sophomore. First year varsity girl. She's a post player for us, but if you ever seen Brooklyn shoot, she's got a really smooth three-point shot. So a lot of times when they put a big on her, I have her go out and stand in the corner. She's like, what do I do? I'm like, just stand in the corner, we'll get you the ball. Shoot the 3. And it's so it's really good. She yeah, she's aggressive, and when Brooklyn gets out there and she wants to play hard, she's impressive. It's just keeping her at that. If you know Brooklyn, she don't have a mean bone in her body, so it's really hard to get her to be aggressive out there. Once she gets that figured out, she's another person that's going to be really tough. As the season went on, she faked a foot injury. I think she just wanted to get out of the workouts, you know. As I said to her today was the first day of softball tryouts. I noticed her boot's not on her foot.
I didn't even go to softball.
But no, just kidding with her. You know, she's always got a smile on her face, and glad to have her every day. Thank you, Brooklyn. All right, next up is junior Emma. Emma's first year varsity player. She came back after taking a year off. Worked hard to get her minutes on the floor. Emma always wants to talk. Tell me about she's got to leave for work. She's got to go to volleyball practice. She always wants to tell. I think most of the time she's just doing it to see if she can get my blood pressure up. So, like I said, if she continues to work at it, she gets up and down and hustles, and that's a huge thing for us, especially at the varsity level. We got to be really aggressive, you know, and every little thing counts toward, you know, when we make them better players and stuff like that. So thank you, Emma. Next up is Dylan, another junior. Second year varsity player. When Dylan first came in, I wasn't sure if I was going to need her at the 3, the 4, the 5. I kept moving around, and she just stepped in. She gave me whatever she had when she went out there. She works hard. She keeps continuing to make those skills better. Each year she'll become better if she keeps working at them. If she continues in the off season to work hard on her skills, she'll be a big factor for us next year. Thank you. Next up, junior Lily. Junior, second year varsity player. I think Lily is in every club that the school offers. Anything that the school has, she's in it. Every day I get a text before practice. I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. I'm in, I don't know, hair club or whatever she's in. She's in all these honor stuff. She's in a ton of them, and she's
Monday is Spanish honors, Tuesday is Key Club, Wednesday is national honors, Thursday is student council, and Friday she's the first. So
yeah. And somewhere in there we fit in basketball practice.
Is the schedule okay?
So, but yeah, so she's a hard worker. She's also a post player for us. She continues to move or improve on her offensive skills as she loves the up and under move. If you guys watch it, it's something we talk about. If we can get her to stop fouling, we can, you know, she'll be in the game a lot more. She's a tough post player for us, and she continues to work hard every day, and she's also another person that always has a smile on her face. Thank you, Lily. All right, next up is Liana, another junior. Liana is a second-year varsity player. There's another person that I love her speed as well. Runs the floor, plays both sides of the ball. She's offense and defense. Very tough defender. It's either her or Kyla that I put on their top players, depending on what position they're in. With her continuing to improve her jump shot and her dribbling as it gets better, she's definitely going to help us out next year a ton as well. Thank you, Liana. All right, Chloe, another junior, first year varsity player, very hard worker, does whatever you ask of her. I feel as her confidence grows, so will her scoring and her ability to control the ball as a guard. As the season went on, she really stepped up and with her ability to speak up and help push her teammates throughout the season. That's why I chose her as the Titan Award recipient. I just gotta find it. There you go. Thank you. All right, before we get to our seniors, Steve's got another video, so the senior video. Yeah, you guys can sit down so you guys can watch it, and then the seniors will come back up.
Feeling sane. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. If everything's good and it's great, why do I sit and wait till it's gone? Oh, I tell you, I know I've got enough. I've got peace and I've got love, but I'm up and I'm thinking I just might lose it all. To these beautiful things that I've got.
I wish that I could have this moment for life, for life, for life. This is my moment, I just feel so alive, alive, alive.
All right, seniors, come back up. The rest of the varsity girls, the ones that don't have letters, I will give them to you along with the paper ones as well. All right, time for the seniors now. Thanks again, Steve, for that great video. I'm sure the girls appreciate it. So as you look up here at these three seniors and JV and freshmen moving forward, and the returning varsity girls, our three leading scorers are all up here. So we're losing a lot of firepower from last year, or this year I should say. So we're gonna need a lot of people to step up, to come in, fill their spots, okay? All right, I'm gonna start off with Kyla. Step forward, Kyla. Obviously, Kyla's a senior, 3 years on varsity, our top defender, asked to guard the other team's top player every single game, minus South Lake, which she's a post player, so Kyla wasn't going to guard her. She has unbelievable hustle, gets out on the break, loves to set up in the corner and shoot that three ball. She turned things around and became a good senior leader this year. As the season didn't end the way I'm sure she didn't want it to, she came back and supported the team at districts. I, this year, have chosen, like when we were handing out our awards, we didn't really go through what they were for, but like this year I added impact player, and I chose her as our impact player. Impact player is somebody that gets out there, hustles, they may score, they may play really good defense. They're just somebody that turns around the game for you. And that's why I chose Kyla as our impact player of the year. Thank you, Kyla. All right, my next one up is Allie. Allie's a senior, obviously, as well, 3-year varsity player. She's a 2-year co-captain. For the girls that were captains on JV and freshmen, I asked a lot of the captains from varsity. They're to mentor the younger girls as well, so it was something that we started this year of them having meetings with them. That, just more or less like let them know you're just not a captain. Say you're a captain. You got responsibilities of making sure girls are dressed for practice or on time and not hanging out and stuff like that. So like I said, she's a 2-year co-captain along with Hannah. Last year she played guard. I told her at the beginning of the season I was going to move her to the 4 position. Then as the season started, I moved her to the 2, then over to the 3, then back to the 5. Needless to say, no matter where I put Allie, she played all the spots without questions, just went out there and did it. When I look at the 3 seniors, like I always tell my son, who's the assistant coach, I always tell him, I'm like, if I say go out there, run through a wall, Ellie's like, bam, I'm right through the wall. Kyla will kind of question it, like, are you sure? All right, I'll go do it. And then she'll run through. Hannah will debate me all day about it. She's like, do you think this is something I should do? Is this good? But that's how I describe the 3 seniors here and how they, how much I depended on them. The varsity players heard it. They hear it from me as well. I wasn't sure at the beginning of the season with Allie coming back off of ACL and MCL surgery, like how mobile she would be, and I thought the 4 would help her the best, but I had to move her to where we needed her. She's a true senior, gave it her all. Ellie this year is going to receive the Top Scholar Athlete Award with a GPA 4.02. All right, now Hannah, our last senior. Hannah is a 4-year varsity player. She's a second-year co-captain along with Allie. They both the captains this year did a great job. I made it no secret to Hannah that when she was a freshman, that I thought she should have been on JV because she was playing with a lot of guards, a lot of senior guards, and I thought she should have stayed down to get more playing time. But Hannah really proved herself throughout the years and continued to get better every year in every aspect. Like every coach, assistant coach, parents, you talk to them on the side, you try to tell them, hey, in the off season you need to do this, that, or whatever. Hannah, did whatever you asked as a captain. She's what you want to see from a coach, on and off the court. She works hard outside in school as well. On the court, she gives you her all the time. Hannah led our team in scoring, led our team in assists, led our team in steals, and led our team in block shots. So, very good. She didn't lead us in rebounding, which was Liana led us in rebounding this year. With Allie, 0.1 off of her. Sorry, I keep good stats, so no matter how you look at it, you could review the film, but I may have missed a couple here and there, but it was really close, so it was good. This year, Hannah tied a school record for points in a game with 33. We're still in the process, but I think she has also got the school record in 14 steals in a game, which is pretty hard. Like I said before, Hannah's a very hard worker. Her and Allie really kept the girls, I go to them and complain. And I don't know if I'm not there when she talks to you girls, but I complain to them a lot about whatever I want from the varsity team, and I'd let them handle it, and if they can't handle it, then the rest of us will have a talk about it. So Hannah will be receiving our MVP award. If I can find it in here somewhere. There it is. There you go. All right. And we have another video. Ready? All right, girls, you can sit down. And then, let's do the photo first. We're gonna do the photo, then we'll watch this video. Then the seniors will give their senior speeches. Before this next video started, I almost forgot, but I wanted to thank Rachel, our team manager. Thank you, Rachel, for helping out. Go ahead.
So live your life. You steady chasing that big bar, just live your life. my mind on my money, and I'm not going away. So keep on getting your paper and keep on climbing. Look in the mirror and keep on shining. Till the game ends, till the clock stops, we gon' post up on the top spot, living the life, the life. And a brand new city got my whole team with me tonight.
Hi, my name is Talitha Robertson Mahone. I'm a former Stevenson girls basketball alumni. I previously broke the single scoring record with 33 points back in 2008. The former record holder, Christine Tissio, had 32 points in 2002. Starting out that day, it was a normal day when I broke that record. It was just a normal basketball game. I went out there and played my hardest and ended up breaking the record. What really stands out to me is the next day at school, they made an announcement on the intercom announcing that I broke the school record with 33 points. And when I was walking around in the hallways, my friends would say, "Hey, Mrs. 33, hey, Miss 33." And so that was just a really fun, memorable day. It was funny, that game, going into halftime, my coach thought that I had 18 points, but I only had 14 points because I had missed 2 layups. But because she thought I had 18 points, it was like, all right, we're gonna go for this record. And so she started running the offense through me in the second half. Luckily, I was still knocking down shots and making free throws, so it made obtaining that 33 points feasible. One thing I remember about my record-breaking game is looking up in the stands when I was getting close to the record and seeing my dad putting up how many more points I needed to break the record. So I'd look up and he'd have 6 fingers up saying, "No, 6 more, only 6 more." And then I'd score a layup and he'd look up and say, 4 more, 4 more. And so it was beautiful just to be able to look up and see him telling me how many more points I needed to get the record, and it was just an exciting time. And now, 17 years later, Hannah has tied my scoring record with 33 points. When I met Hannah, she told me that this is one of her long-term goals as a freshman. Along the way, Hannah set short-term goals, and with hard work and dedication, she eventually reached her long-term goal, and now Hannah and I share the record. It's awesome. For all you young ladies, focus on the fundamentals of basketball. Practice and put in the effort so you can be the best that you can be. Set small, short-term goals and bigger, long-term goals. And always remember, hard work in anything is undeniable.
With her last basket, Hannah Jenner has tied the all-time Stevenson for most points in the game, a record that has stood since 2008. Congratulations to Hannah Jenner with 33 points in the tournament victory.
And see the way I'm living if you really want to. Got my mind on my money and I'm not going away. So keep on getting your paper and keep on climbing. Look in the mirror and keep on shining. Till the game ends, till the clock stops, we gon' post up on the top spot, living the life, the life. And a brand new city got my whole team with me tonight. I do it how I wanna do. I'm living my life, life. I will never lose. I'm living my life, my life. And I'm not stopping.
Once again, thanks to Mr. Tamu for tracking her down and getting her to come in and make the video with Hannah. So it's really good. All right, now it's come to the time the seniors come up and they give their senior speeches, so I'm not sure who wants to go first, but. All right, Al, you'll be first.
Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Ali Salkevich, and I've been in the program for the last 4 years, 3 of them being on varsity and 1 on JV. Before I get into my speech, I feel as though some thank yous are in order. First off, and most importantly, I would like to thank my parents. Not only have they been my biggest supporters over the year, like seriously I can probably count the number of games they've missed on one hand, but they have devoted so much to me and I truly owe my success to them. From driving 8 hours to AAU tournaments to pep talks after a game, my parents have been there every step of the way. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I would also like to give a special thanks to Coach John, the most consistent Stevenson girls basketball coach I've met. Coach John has always been there for us during the summer workouts, and even when we had 3 different head coaches, he always stuck around. Even though he yells a little during the games, that just proves his true dedication to this program and his love for the girls. Moving on to my teammates, I would like to thank all of you as well, because you guys have had more of an impact on me than you will ever know. Whenever I was having a bad day or we were in a tough stretch of the season, being at practice with you guys kept me going. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, because of you all, basketball has always been more than just a sport to me. You guys made our team a family in such a positive environment that I am privileged to be a part of. As for my seniors, Hannah and Kyla, I would not have picked anyone else that I would have rather graduated with. You both have pushed me to become a better player in person, and I'm so grateful to have you both as teammates. I've been there for all the accomplishments and success you've experienced along the way, and I can't wait to see what your guys' bright future holds. One piece of advice I have for the underclassmen is try not to blink. As I was sitting here writing my senior speech, it didn't feel real. When the buzzer went off at our last district game, it didn't feel real. When I walked across the court on senior night, it still didn't feel real. I'm not sure when it will, but I'm not looking forward to the day. I still remember when I was a freshman sitting right where you guys are, listening to the 7 different seniors give their senior speeches, thinking like, how long is this thing gonna take? However, one thing is stuck in my head from that night, and it was when Lauren Neiman said that these 4 years do go by fast, even though you may not think they will, and I couldn't agree with her more. So with that being said, enjoy all the aspects of basketball while you can, even if it's early morning practices, over break, or doing Coach John's summer ab workouts, or getting really bad pictures of you posted on the Twitter. Enjoy and cherish every single moment of it, because one day you will be up here at this podium giving your senior speech and wondering where all the time went. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyla Cook. I played basketball at Stevenson for 4 years and been on varsity for 3. I would like to start off by thanking God for making sure that I'm here today in good health. I'd like to thank my family and my teammates. Next, I would like to thank my mom for helping me and supporting me throughout all 4 years of basketball. My mom's been through my side throughout this whole thing, and she's put in her best effort to come as many games as she possibly could. She was very supportive of me whether we won or lost, and she was always putting up with my bad attitude after a bad game or a bad practice. I don't know how she managed that, but I really do appreciate it. Next, I would like to thank my coaches, Coach John, Coach Nate, and Coach Rick. Unfortunately, they also had to put up with my bad attitude during practices and games, and I appreciate them for that. There's a lot of times where I thought they'd tackle me out of frustration, try to fight me, but we've made it through it, and I appreciate them for that. Throughout my 4 years, my coaches really did believe in me, and they always pushed me to be my best. I've learned so many things from on and off the court, from a lot of times them yelling at me, but it's all right. And on the occasion, they say something funny. It's kind of a good time. Next, I would like to thank my teammates for the time that we spent together and the memories that we've made. I've had a lot of fun with this team over the years, and I will always look back and reflect on how much time we spent together and how much fun I had. I wish you girls nothing but the best going forward, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your time here as much as I did. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who's reached out to me and supported me recently through some of the things I've went through medically. It's been a really hard time for me and my family, and the love and support I've received from this team has been amazing. Coaches, teammates, everyone's texting me and reaching out and making sure I'm okay. You guys sent flowers to the hospital, and that stuff it really did mean a lot. It was a tough time. So thank you guys for your love and support.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I'd like to apologize in advance for the length, but anyway. Hi everyone, if you don't already know me, I'm Hannah Tamu. First I'd like to thank God for everything He's blessed me with. He has provided me with the strength and power to play this sport while staying healthy and happy. So I get asked a lot by many people about how I got into this sport, and if I'm completely honest, I don't know. I remember playing soccer at I-9 Sports though, as a 6-year-old and scoring goals against little kids, and I guess my parents got bored of me, so they put me on the court. And thank God they did. I probably averaged like 1 point a game, but I did fall in love with the sport. I believe I was introduced to the sport by the right people. I played through Upward Sports from 5th to 7th grade, and within those years I practiced so much on my own. I actually started scoring more than a point or two a game. Middle school years were definitely an experience to say the least. I remember after my first game at Jeanette Junior High, after getting blown out by Mallow, everybody wanted to talk to me in the hallways during school, so it felt like the movies, As 8th grade was coming to an end, I knew I wanted to continue playing in high school. My older sister Gabriella made me go to Stevenson's open gyms with her. I didn't want to go. I was actually so terrified, not just of the older coach, more experienced girls, as you might have heard, but especially of the coach. But mind you, this was like 4 coaches ago. Anyways, the first open gym I attended, he announced his retirement, so it was perfect. Not long after, we were introduced to our new coach. I couldn't thank Coach Vance enough for giving me such an opportunity. He coached me the following summer going into freshman year in multiple summer leagues, and by the fall time he invited me to varsity tryouts. I remember the last day of tryouts, I was called into the team room, sat in a chair, and listened for the moment of truth. He and Coach Walker both saw my potential and believed in me being the future of the program. And although I might have averaged like 2 minutes of playing time, I was blessed to have looked up to that specific group of athletes and mentors. Fast forward to the next season, we had a last-minute coaching change. Coach Madison stepped in my sophomore year, and that season was definitely a rebuilding season as we lost 7 seniors with a bunch of talent. But I thank Coach Madison's patience and belief in me. She wasn't just a basketball coach, but she was also my mentor, my friend, and my biggest motivator. I remember once we had this come to Jesus meeting, as she called it, after I started struggling with balancing life and school with basketball. And it started to reflect on my performance. After scoring a career low of 1 point against Marysville, I broke down in her arms after the game. But of course she was there to comfort me and get my mind straight again. If there's one thing she told me that pushed me to be better my sophomore year, it was when I asked her to criticize me after scrimmaging the freshman boys team. And she said, as I quotes, "If I had another ball handler, you wouldn't be playing." The expression on my face must have dropped so hard because I was not expecting such an answer, but boy did that spark a fire in me, which followed me into my junior year where I finally found my role on the team. Coach Madison helped me realize I'm an all-around player and I'm heavily relied on to do my job correctly in order for everyone else to get their jobs done on the court. And I will forever be grateful to have been coached by such a big role model. Going into senior year, something familiar happened. Yeah, a coaching change. It was such a suspenseful process, but Coach John finally became our head coach. Coach John was always there, literally from day one at the open gym 8th grade Hannah was afraid to go to. I remember the summer before freshman year, I went to an open gym by myself, and which was so scary, by the way. It was the first interaction I've ever had with Coach John and Coach Rick. We were in the aux gym, and I was shooting around at the side net because I was scared to use the main net. But obviously, there was like a giant hole ripping through the net, and on one of my shots, the ball got stuck in the hole. Now, I could feel the coaches staring at me, so my very immature brain comes up with a brilliant idea to try and impress the coaches. Jump and grab the net to push the ball through, and I wasn't even close. And I did end up getting laughed at by Coach John and Coach Rick. Not the best first impression. But if there is one person I could rely on to be there for our program, it would definitely be Coach John. This season, we especially connected as a coach and player duo, and although we had our intense moments on the court, we both understood it was the best way to push me to reach my greatest potential and beyond. With Coach John, I was able to reach my goal set by my freshman year self to get my name up on the record board, as well as score multiple 20-point plus games. I've learned so much about the game from you and Coach Nate as well, and I really couldn't imagine ending off my senior season without anybody else who understands the game and commitment as much as you guys. I want to acknowledge my teammates. I'm so real with you guys when I say that this specific group of girls have made me feel most loved, most comfortable, and most appreciated I've ever felt. The amount of comments that I've gotten from the younger girls this season about how family-oriented we are makes me so proud to be a part of a tight-knitted program. I hope this strong bond and chemistry continues throughout the future of the program because I strongly believe that the best teams have the best chemistry. To my sophomores, Sienna, Maylee, and Brooklyn, you each have a special role on this team, from being a lockdown defender to strong controllers in the post. You guys were so effective in the game, and I can see your potentials rising after every game in practice. I hope you have the same motivation and drive to overcome any adversities and continue to thrive in this sport. I know your futures hold so much success and celebrations, and I genuinely cannot wait to see what's in store for the rest of your high school careers and beyond. I love you guys. To my juniors, Dylan, Lily, Chloe, Liana, and Emma, you girls have to be some of the most entertaining people I've ever been around. Like, I'm not joking. Whenever I had a bad day at school, I couldn't help but crack a smile when I walked into practice around you guys. The energy you all hold is so precious, and I hope it stays like that forever. You girls are bigger role models than you think, and just know there's a whole group of girls that aspire to be in your position one day. It's important to remember that and become leaders next season. Each one of you has so much potential, and I can't wait to watch you guys succeed in anything you do in the future. I love you all. To my seniors, Allie and Kyla, there couldn't be another pair of girls I'd want to go through this program with, and I'm grateful for growing and developing in this program with the both of you. I know this has been mentioned before, but you know I have to bring it up again. If you didn't already know, Kyla and I go way back. The first game of 8th grade season, Jeanette versus Heritage, that was probably the most trash talking I've ever done, and looking back, it was so embarrassing. Kyla and I kept going back and forth throughout the entire game, and at one point, she came up to me and asked, "You want to go?" I responded with, "Fight me." Oh my God, the ref had to stop it right there. And I ended up seeing Kyla the following summer at a Stevenson Open Gym, and we did hug it out. Kyla, first of all, I'm sorry. But really, I can't believe how far our friendship has gone and how much we've connected through this sport. I love you so much, and I appreciate everything you've gone through for us. Allie, my partner in crime, you know, I've known you since volleyball season of our freshman year. Yeah, I believe this is the year we've been most connected. You've been such a role model and a leader and someone I've always looked up to, and I hope you never lose that special quality of taking control. Everyone needs an Allie in their life, someone to relate to, someone to vent to, someone to trust when things get a little troubling. We've been through a lot together, and I think we both realized that as the final buzzer went off in our last game. It will definitely be a moment I will never forget. The buzzer sounded, and I stood there looking at the score, trying to process what just happened. And I turned around to see you tearing up, and that was when I realized that was it. Although my heart still hurts thinking about it, all I can do is look back at the memories the three of us made in our years together and smile. We did it. And I'm so incredibly proud of you, and I will always support you in any and all things you go through in life. I love you guys incredibly. To my sister, Daniela, where do I even start? I'm so proud of you, and I know I don't say that enough, but truthfully I am. Since you were this little 6th grader getting into the sport, you set that long-term goal of making varsity your freshman year. We've been through so much training together, and I do believe that's why our game is so similar. I see myself in you, and that's the reason I push you as hard as I do. I want you to take advantage of the things I missed when I was in your position. I know you can go so far in this sport, and you have the support of your family and this whole program behind you. It was an honor to play with you my last season. I also want to shout out my AAU coaches, Coach Joelle and Coach Tyler, and also my trainer, Coach John, because they put me through the most humbling training sessions and given me so much advice throughout the years. Finally, to my family, my sisters are my best friends and have supported me through this thick and thin. Nora, I hope one day you will be inspired to play basketball yourself, but I can already see your passion for athletics is growing. Gabriella, I'm happy to say I can share the court with you for 2 whole seasons and was able to be a leader to Daniela as you were to me. Mama, I wish I could say thank you and be satisfied, but words can't even express how grateful I am for you. You raised us all to be respectable, strong young ladies, and you've done such a great job, and I thank God day and night for you. I'm proud to say every time I stand on that court, I'm able to spot you in the stands ready to film me. You've always been there for me, whether it's comforting me after a breakdown session or celebrating a big accomplishment with me. I love you so much, Mama. Baba, I don't even know where to start this. I think once you spent the time, energy, and money into our basketball court in the backyard, and back in 2020, I realized this dream was actually for real. I remember you telling us, now you guys have to get that scholarship. And you said that you were just joking, but let's be for real. We know you weren't. But that's besides the point. I believe that moment might have been my biggest motivation. You've invested so much on me, from different shoes, travel ball, training sessions, and even the time you took to drive me around to tournaments, practices, and games. I've loved watching you hold your camera and be so committed to making each season so special with different highlight videos and tributes. I'm definitely going to miss that in college. You pushed us so hard to be our best, and although we're not finished yet, I hope I made you proud throughout my high school career. I love you more than you know, and I thank you all for being my biggest supporters. To my underclassmen, all of you guys, here's some advice from someone who's been a part of this program for 4 years. I grew up embracing 3 big aspects that I believe play a big role in who I am today: respect, humility, and loyalty. I believe remembering to obtain these traits can do so much for your mentality in every aspect of your life. And I also want to advise you girls to believe in yourselves and know that your hard work pays off. If you're really serious about this sport, it takes more than in-season practices to get better. It takes commitment, dedication, and even sacrifice to be good. Sure, you might have to miss out on a few things that your friends might be doing, but in the end, it pays off. I hope I have done my job as being a role model in your life, and I wish you all great luck in the future. You girls are the future of this program, and I cannot wait to see where your passion and hard work will take you next. I want to end off by announcing I will be playing at Macomb Community College next year, where I am fortunate enough to be close home, and still hear how you guys' season is going. Number 4 is officially out. Thank you.
Good job, seniors. One more thing, I when I was standing over there listening to all 3 of them speak, I forgot. So 3 seniors stand up. I forgot that Hannah made all-conference first team, and Allie and Kyla was all-conference honorable mentions. And any postseason accolades obviously will come after this because they're not voted upon yet. So. Thank you, ladies. As we're finishing up here, I want to just add on to what Hannah said. If any of you girls follow the we have a Titan Instagram, and that's where we post, like, if we have workouts, open gyms, anything that's going on. So I would hope that you guys would follow, because otherwise I have to text the returners, and then I have to get a hold of Rick and Jess to ask them for phone numbers to text you guys, because it really is important to you guys do stuff in the off season. I know a lot of you guys play softball, soccer, volleyball, whatever sports. And I understand if you have something going on. If you're not doing anything, feel free to reach out. I'm in the gym a lot, and I'll open it up if you guys just want to shoot or whatever it may be. I'm always there for you guys to, get up shots or whatever you guys want to work on. We do start in the summertime with conditioning and stuff like that. And like I said, it'll be posted on the Instagram. And we'll work up until the season starts. It'll be a little bit different this year. So they all get rock hard abs, like Allie said. So we'll get a little bit good. So once again, I'm glad that, we got out of here in a pretty good, timely fashion. Luckily, but we only had 3 seniors. So we only had to give 3 speeches this year. So thank you all for coming. And thanks again for all the athletes for playing this year. Thank you. If you guys want to stick around, you can. Oh. Sorry, Hannah's got paper plate awards she forgot to hand out.
Oh yeah, we could do that too. Let's do that. Can we mix them up so they're not in the book? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Rachel for helping me out with these during 6 hour. So these are like little fun jokes and like that we put on like little paper plates as like awards from us. And our first award is it got confirmed today, especially as we were sitting down and observing. But we got a pop star on the team, and our award for best vocals goes to Dylan.
Oh, thanks, guys. You're sitting there singing, and I looked at her. I was like, oh, I love singing.
All right, our next award goes to somebody who always has a smile on their face. They're always cheesing, always happy, just like happy to be alive, and I wish I had that. Sienna, Little Miss Sunshine. Brooklyn, you got snubbed.
Okay, this one goes to the person who is probably laughing at all of the wrong times and never stops. So Little Miss Giggles goes to Brooklyn.
This next one's pretty funny. At practice, at games, timeouts, anywhere, turn around, you see you're tripping out. Most likely to break out in a dance, Daniela.
This next one proves that heart over height is what really matters. I love a short queen, and Chloe Nissan, you know what time it is, get up here. Small but mighty.
This has already been mentioned, but this goes out to the girl who always has work or is texting a half an hour after, like, oh yeah, I'm on the way, or what time's the bus on the day of the game. Most likely to forget practice goes to Emma.
Is this okay? This next one goes to one of our top defenders, but you hear the whistle a lot. So most likely to foul out is Maylee.
This next person has never missed one TikTok trend, never fails to bring up some TikTok dance or some stupid brain rot. Liana, you know what time it is. Little Miss Brain Rot.
And our last paper plate award goes to the girl where I had to walk through the school to a whole entire different door to help her get in. And the girl that I looked through the back of the bus, driving in her own car on the way to the Warren Mott game. Most likely to be late goes to Lily.
Okay, that's it. Thank you guys.
Now you guys can all leave. Thank you again. Thank you. Hey, girls, can you